So you're using music from a licensed library that you pay a monthly fee to, and you still get a copyright claim. What the heck? Today I'm gonna show you, even if you're not a musician, how to make original music, and we're gonna use AI to do it. Let's get it on! I shot my first feature and I've worked with people like Sean Hannity and Jamie Kennedy. Now I help others figure it out. Let's go. So you've just been approved for monetization. Congrats. You've worked so hard to build a subscriber base. You worked super hard on a production you just finished. Took you 6 months. Received a copyright strike. Now you can't even try to recoup any of the costs that you had on the film. From a licensed library, how can this happen? So from what I can gather, there's quite a few reasons what could be happening behind the scenes. We'll never completely know for sure. It seems like Sony is one of the worst offenders when it comes to this. I suspect that the original music that you were using out of a library that was licensed used like loops, or maybe it used a sound, even if it's a sound like a piano or a synth sound that they didn't have permission to use and it was licensed, then that can get a claim against that particular song, even though the guy who wrote it said you can use it. Most of the sound libraries, if not all of them, will say that you have permission to use their music on YouTube. I mean, artlist.io, I checked that out, went onto their website, and as of the date of this filming, this is what it says. And I also checked out Soundstripe, and there's of course many others, and none of these guys are sponsoring this video, by the way. They actually have a tutorial that I'm gonna link to up here that shows you exactly how to take their music and use it and keep from getting a copyright strike. Okay, so with that setup out of the way, now you understand the problem and what's at stake here. AI learning is pretty much everywhere. It's taking over everything. I think Elon Musk was right. So let's take a look at one of those AI solutions called SoundRaw. Okay, so we are in soundraw.io. Just go ahead and sign up for a free account, and then they won't force you to do the subscription, the 7-day free trial, but you can play around as much as you want. But if you want to be able to download some stuff, then you need to do the free trial. If you really like this song and you don't really like any of the other stuff, you can click this and create similar music, and it'll repopulate the entire list and kind of give you variations of this same feel and sound. And then there's, of course, the download arrow, and then there's the heart. Now, whenever I'm actually trying to pick music, whenever I'm working on a piece, is I will like to curate all the songs, and I'll pick my top 6, and then I'll listen to those again, and then I'll pick the one that I want to use in the piece from there, because sometimes listening to so much music, you forget what you've already listened to. So let's go ahead and click on edit this music. It'll create a timeline down here. Click on this little button down here, and it'll bring up this video preview that you can drag the footage that you're working on into this preview, and you can play the track and the video together and try to figure out where you want certain audio cues to happen. Less music there, more music there, that kind of thing, based off of what you're seeing in the preview window, which is a really cool feature, I think. So you have these controls along the top. You can shorten the length if you want to, so you can see it's shrinking the timeline. Beats per minute, you can change that if you want. These are basically different variations of what's being used here. So if you aren't that crazy about what the melody sounds like, you can click on a different synth lead. You can change the key, and then you can change the volume of each of these tracks. Let's hit play. So as you can see, each one of these boxes, when they're gray, it means that they're turned off. So it's a real quiet beginning, which is nice. And this little triangle is a fill, as you can see here. You heard the fill there. And you can turn each one of these things on and off. So I can turn that off. Turn this off. And then there are different variations within each of these blocks. So if I click on this, you'll see it turns a darker blue. And this is a lighter blue. And I can turn this on. So each one of these blocks have 2 different variations and an off. And then each one of the fills have 3 variations and an off. Okay, one really important thing to know about this software is that in their terms and conditions, they will not allow people to copyright register the songs that they've created on the platform with the AI on YouTube. So you don't have to worry about somebody having a copyright claim against one of your videos that you worked really hard on.
There you have it, folks. Machines are taking over the place. What do you think the future looks like using AI machine learning? Leave a comment below and poke the like button if you think I should become president of Earth. So, on behalf of machines everywhere, toodles, you scabby human.
Hey, why is this video ending? I'm not done talking. Oh, if you guys have any videos.